Live.
Yeah.
Oop, and I forgot to turn the camera to full screen or widescreen. I guess widescreen.
Widescreen.
There's standard and widescreen.
I think standard should be widescreen.
It probably should be.
You know, at this point, I feel like widescreen kind of won.
I
think we're moving in that direction.
Sometimes you want to see a little less.
I feel like it should either be widescreen or portrait. But widescreen.
And it should be widescreen or portrait, and it should never be portrait.
Yeah.
Brett S. Lucky Bats. Hello.
Hello. Jeez, my computer's taking off.
You guys are gonna get to see me paint his eyeballs. It'll probably take the whole hour.
And a lot of swears.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of being upset.
Mm-hmm.
More than usual.
I was comparison shopping some wet palettes today. And they all look like the same. And they all have glowing reviews and horror stories. It's like this hobby is finally big enough that like there's nothing is real anymore. Like it's either like, oh, Lead Belcher is a very good paint, and then someone else is like, actually, Lead Belcher killed my mom.
I mean, it is made out of lead.
Mm-hmm. Art by Bar 4. Hey.
Hey.
So I just opened this Army Painter paintbrush for the very first time today. And look at this. A lot of bristles were squished. So that brush is going to take a little repair work to
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, I paid good money for... No, I didn't. I got this in a really sweet lot of someone getting rid of all their hobby stuff on Craigslist. But I probably paid a few cents for this brush.
Yeah, how dare they? I just think they were really upset and angry.
All right, well, I'll use this brush and this brush instead. Brett S. I recently changed from the homemade wet palette to the Masterson's Star wet palettes. I'm happy, the size is good, and it's the right depth. Art by Bar 4.
No, go ahead.
Art by Bar 4. It always sucks when the brushes fray like that. Yeah, well, that one didn't fray. It was somebody did a bad job putting the plastic little cover over it. Which is why I always just throw those things away.
Yeah, they're for losers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you decide on what palette, or have you narrowed it down?
No. I think Squidmar did a video. I need to watch that one. Because I like Squidmar. If he says it's good, it's good.
So if he said to jump off a bridge, would you?
Yes.
I think
it would probably be a really interesting video.
Yeah.
I wonder what video sponsor that one would have.
BetterHelp? And it's a little dark way to start the stream off.
Yeah. BetterHelp, we are available if you would like.
I always think it's interesting when, like, comedians do the BetterHelp ads. It's like, all right. What are we doing here? Like, why is Tim Dillon sponsored by BetterHelp?
That is amazing.
He does not promote that.
Maybe he has just an amazing team behind him who just know everyone.
And he has ad people.
Yeah. Because if he did it, he would never get anything ever.
Yeah. If you noticed, he reads the ads straight now.
He does.
He hasn't been,
Mm-hmm.
Going off script.
Yeah, which is sad.
I'm sure he doesn't want to lose his sponsors.
It's like they broke him. Britas, I'm pretty sure I went with this one after watching Squidmar's video. Joe Dricos, I need to switch to an 8.5 by 11 wet palette instead of a 6 by 8.5. I'm filling the paper way too quickly. That's a good point. Yeah, am I gonna have to deal with buying paper refills?
Probably.
That sounds poopy. I don't know why, but my brain just thought that they last forever. Or like they wipe clean or something.
Couldn't you use the same paper you're using now?
Maybe. The old parchment paper. It's possible.
I don't know why the paper would be magic.
But it's possible there's some engineering work with the paper. It's the exact right amount of porous. Britas, I still use parchment paper. It seems better than the paper ones that came with the palette. So is the palette just a sponge in a box? Like what is making paint last for weeks? If it's not magic paper. Joe Dracos, you can use parchment paper, but the water transfers far too quickly for my taste. It'd be better for glazing. Lucky Bat. My mom bought a wet palette and the paper is reusable. Ah, neat. And then everyone just says yes.
It's more of a chamois in a box. So we can shove a ShamWow in there and call it good?
Joe Dracos. The lid. Okay, so if you put a lid on it.
Maybe we have to make an updated wet palette tutorial. How to make a lid for your wet palette.
I wonder if we can get the ShamWow guy to make an appearance. That'll be our first big crossover video is with the ShamWow guy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's in jail, but we can try.
Is he?
I don't know, but
I thought he did cocaine, but I didn't think he was in. I guess he might have gone to jail at a time when you could go to jail for cocaine. Is cocaine still illegal? It's got to be, right?
Yes.
It shouldn't be. But
yeah, because we need it to make all these videos.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think we get three videos out a week? Joe Dracos. The lid keeps the water from evaporating too quickly. But the lid isn't on while I'm painting for 5 hours. And like in 5 hours, I usually have to refresh the paints like once.
I find it, for me, it depends. Sometimes it depends on the paint. Like my Beastie Brown will dry out real quick. Way quicker than everything else.
Joe Dracos. That's why the paper dries out. The paper dries out because I'm using it? Need some white paints. Jesse Cambrell. Damn, dude, every time I check, it's getting better. Looks awesome. Joe Dracos, I'm running. Okay, so here's my ultimate plan for keeping my paints from ever drying out. Leave them in the containers and never paint.
There you go.
Now there's still a little danger of them drying out. So I think once a month I'll have to check on them and see if they need any sort of thinner. Dark Avenger 3510. So magic does not make the videos? No, but magic dust does.
Human suffering does. I mean, how do you think those YouTube servers are on all the time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Upload to YouTube.
I don't know how Business Daddy keeps up. Business Daddy Google. All right. I watched Zumakito's video this morning, so I think I am ready to rock. Come on. All right, no paint went down. No paint got laid down. Happy Heretic. What's up, biatches?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try this eye, which is a little bit easier to get to.
So are you dotting?
I'm painting the whites. So I painted the whole eye like area black because I figure it's CATO SICARIUS. It's got some pretty good eyeliner on. And now I'm painting the white of the eye, and then I'm going to go in and dot it with black. Yeah, you can see a little spot of white now. Happy Heretic. Cato's coming along nicely. It's been a bit since I've seen him. Yeah, he's getting real close. It is I, CATO SICARIUS. I think his face is good. I don't think for some reason the one face I painted on a scout I think is one of the best faces I've ever painted in my life. I don't know if I've ever quite gotten to the same quality.
The same quality as the scout. Wow.
You know, as hard as I try, I can't recapture that magical moment. Well, for that one face that I probably wasn't even trying that hard on.
Maybe that's why it was so good.
I do find like a little bit autopilot is when you do your like best work.
Battle wagon. Didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna paint it. I have to get it done.
I remember this happened a lot in playing Call of Duty, because Call of Duty really makes you resort to your just base emotions and instincts because there's no skill involved whatsoever. And so I would find that when I was trying really hard to win, I would play horribly. But when I was like listening to a podcast and eating Cheetos and just messing around, I would be nailing it.
I think it was the Cheetos. You should be sponsored by Cheetos.
Yeah, I like the poofs, the Cheetos poofs.
Ah, yes, I like the poofs.
I don't like the little turd shaped ones.
I mean, they just take the turd shaped ones and poof them up.
Yeah, but I like the big poofiness. I get that I'm losing Cheetos, but I like the big poofy crunch.
I would agree with you though. It is the best. I'd much rather have that.
Dark Avenger 3510. My trick for painting eyes is to pray to the God Emperor. Or Chaos if it's for heretics. Joe Draco's. CATO is no match for Portios, Grandmaster... Oh, I thought I had a burp coming. No match for Portios, Grandmaster of the Disciples of Caliban. There she is. She showed up a little late. Dark Avenger 310. COD is hide and seek with guns. It is. It so is. I love Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 though. So much fun. Every single gun is overpowered. Every time you get exploded by a grenade launcher, and then everyone immediately types in chats, no noob tube.
Mm-hmm.
As if there are rules.
Mm-hmm.
I love the grenade launcher, though. Everyone hates the grenade launcher because it's like an insta-kill, no skill involved weapon. But I love that because I wasn't particularly good. And so, I just covered up all the white. And so I loved it because the people who are great would still get blown up by random grenades. And they'd be so mad that a 14-year-old had just blew them up.
Mm-hmm.
Connor Reed. I've tried paying attention. I've tried zoning out. I've tried screaming at the screen. Nothing will make me good at Halo. Yeah, I'm definitely not saying no effort is always the best way to do it. I think it's not no effort. It's like when you're in the zone, and a little bit like, a little Jesus takes the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Draco's, woo! Noob cannons for the win!
Well, and that's why you always paint and play games drunk, right?
I don't know if I ever played Call of Duty drunk. That probably would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can't now! Mac.
Mm.
I know I could, but it'd be...
I guess I'm such an alcoholic, I'm like, you can go and drink. You can go right down to the store.
If I can't play Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't even considering the Call of Duty or the playing the game. Just like there's alcohol right down the street.
Mm-hmm. Gaming Canary YT. What did I miss? I painted the whites of the eyes, and now I'm trying to paint the pupils. Joe Trey goes, you missed the noob cannon discussion. Yeah, we were talking about Call of Duty. I love the 203 launcher in Call of Duty because it's basically just how it works in real life. Yeah, I'm sure Call of Duty is 100% accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And when you die, you come back to life 5 seconds later.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in real life.
Yeah. And some people believe that.
I liked, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I liked the UMP-45, which is the gun you start with, and the AA-12 shotgun, which is great because you only get like 5 bullets. But if you hold down the trigger, it just keeps firing, and so it shoots off all the bullets in about a second. And you either won or lost.
Amazing.
ZNubQ! Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I remember I was so into Call of Duty, and that was my setup. I actually... this I might have been drunk for. I went onto eBay, and I looked up, like, Japanese... toy companies that make accessories, and I actually bought a little UMP-45 and AA-12, and I'm like, maybe I'll 3D print a little diorama and it'll be cute, and it'll be a memorial of how hard I played Call of Duty this week during quarantine. And then a few weeks went by and I never got a shipping notification, so I filed a claim with eBay and I got my money back.
Amazing.
For 2 different orders from 2 different companies, which was crazy.
Wow.
Apparently, on eBay, the toy companies are just a scam.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic.
Well,
Definitely sounds like a drunk purchase.
Yeah, it does.
It would have been badass, though. I'm still thinking about it. I just don't know how to get the things. Because apparently I can't from eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Seen it cute. What a... What a good story.
Mm-hmm. I wanted stuff, but I couldn't have it.
Brian Power. Heath posted his interview with you guys on his Patreon. I greatly enjoyed it. Oh, cool.
Ah, awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's going up Friday, I think, for everyone.
Yeah, for normies.
And I watch Heath's live. I've been watching Heath live paint on Sundays at around noon. And live is fun. I get it. I get it now.
Bruh.
Does he look like, do his eyes give off like an honorable glare, or does he just kind of look mid poop?
I mean, little column A, little column B. I haven't.
ZNubaQ. This one time, I almost did a thing too. ZNubaQ. I bet you used Akimbo P90s with G18s as your second. It's a Call of Duty thing. Gaming Canary. Mid poop, to be honest. It's the pupils. Happy Heretic. I ran out of Sterling mud last night, so I broke open a tube of mud texture paste from Huge Miniatures. It's like chocolate. Does it taste like chocolate?
Yeah, did you try it?
ZNubaQ. Really, mid poop and honorable stare are right next to each other. Oh my gosh, I just can't get any light on this eye because it's like right under his shoulder pad. Because Space Marines' shoulder pads have to be the same size as them.
Yeah, they're mostly shoulder pad.
There we go. Yeah, I think it's the white showing above the eye. That's the problem. So I just gotta make the pupils a bit bigger. Bird eyes. I just give up on doing eyes anymore. Just flow a little air grax in there and call it a day.
Hell yeah.
ZNubaQ. He's shocked anyone would watch him mid-poop. It's dishonorable. Yeah, who is he? Who is he? Caldor Drago in the 90s? Oh, no, not Caldor Drago. Who was the chapter master of the Ultramarines? Marnius Calgar. That's a very silly mistake of me. How dare I get my chapter masters mixed up.
John Johnson, you can operate on me any day with those steady hands.
I'm blessed with very, very not shaky hands.
You should be a dentist.
No, they're not real. Although then it'd be such an easy job. I just walk over to my patient and say, "Oh yeah, that's just an anomaly."
Yeah, I have steady hands. Oh yeah, that's just an anomaly. Look how steady my hands are.
Zoo Eye Geist looks great. Doing eyes gives me legit anxiety. I have to hold my breath. And then I get next level bummed if I screw it up. What brush are you using for the pupils? I'm going back and forth between an Army Painter Insane Detail and an Army Painter Regiment, which I think is like their normal brush. But I never use it, so it's still got a great tip on it. John Johnson. Or defuse a bomb. I remember there was this one game that looked like a lot of fun. It's a sort of computer game, but it comes with a manual, and you have to use the manual in person. And so one person is playing the game, and the computer shows them a bomb. And they have to describe the bomb to the person reading the manual. And the person in the manual has to look up the bomb's properties and tell the person how to defuse the bomb.
That's hilarious.
And so it's like, okay, do you see any batteries? And then they have to figure out how many batteries it has and what wires and what color the wires are and what shape the bomb is.
That sounds really fun.
And it's timed.
Of course. That sounds really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that sounds like a fun party game.
Yeah. ZenaBQ, downvote for dentist propaganda reprise. Joe Dracos, I usually use blue, green, or brown and forget the pupils, 'cause tiny. ZenaBQ, keep talking and nobody explodes or something. Yeah, that sounds right. I know Red Letter Media streamed it on their Let's Play channel. Okay, I'm gonna call those eyes done. They are all shades of all right.
Mm-hmm. I think they look great.
Yeah. Defusing a pipe bomb is always a fun game at our house.
Mm-hmm. It's better than what was it?
Mm-hmm.
Jack Off, Jack It All.
Oh my
Whatever
god, all those party games sucked. You know what? I didn't even like the t-shirt one.
Yeah, I was about to say, the best one was the t-shirt one.
Although, there was one game where I just started lying and broke the game.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it was.
You weren't supposed to, like, lie.
Yeah, there were, yeah.
But you totally could.
Yeah. Man, I don't remember what it was.
They were all dumb. ZNewBQ. Also, good job on the eyes, much better. Yeah, I think the thing before was there was too much whites, and so he looked a little shocked. So I just made the pupils much bigger, and it helped a lot. Happy Heretic. I have oil paint spatter all over my keyboard. Yeah, I get that all the time. I currently have blue acrylic paint all over my computer. John Johnson. We used to get wild at the shirt game. Best part is that you used to be able to buy them. Oh yeah, you could buy them, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the most fun because it's just Pictionary, but with guesses. Yep. But then you just pick a winner by who drew the funniest picture.
And it's usually penises.
Who drew the funniest penis?
Because that's how I played. Yeah. Yeah, because you had to make up a shirt name and the shirt.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm drawing this on an iPhone 5 screen.
Yeah. And everyone else has like nice phones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Dracos. So I want to have a frank discussion with you about those metallics. Because they're better than mine. I must know. These are non-metallic metal gold. In some places, I think it was super successful, like on this shoulder pad, on his chest, and then on his little belt, his little wrestler's belt. I still don't know. I might go back and touch up this shoulder pad. It's a weird shape, but yeah, it's Vallejo Earth, chocolate brown, yellow, and white. John Johnson. Ours was just like Dick's. Always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder how many Dick shirts got ordered.
The Dick shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic just put up some whips of the weird Plague Caster conversion thing I did from an Inquisitor mini in the Discord. Wife's dragon still looks like ass, so don't want to post pics of that yet. John Johnson, I should call and ask about the dicks. Yeah, whatever company that was. That a Nintendo game?
No.
No? Okay.
It was, yeah, I don't know. It was something else. I mean, you could play it on.
Mm-hmm.
It was on. I think it's on everything.
I'm sure I don't know anything about Nintendo. All I know is Mario is pretty fun. Pokemon does not look like any fun at all. And what was the other Nintendo game?
I mean, you're about to get canceled for what you just said.
There was another Nintendo game that I didn't like the look of either.
Smash Brothers.
Oh, Smash Brothers is ass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
AR. Hey, everyone. John Johnson. GoldenEye 64 always wins. Oh, is that Nintendo? Didn't some of our crazy friends bring a TV and game system into our band room and play GoldenEye?
I mean, I remember them playing Smash Bros.
I remember they played a Godzilla game. They played a shooting game that I think was GoldenEye, and they played Smash Bros.
I just remember Smash Bros. Because I remember they were like, yeah, we're gonna set up a tourney, Smash Bros. Tourney. Mm-hmm. And then there was like 3 people that played.
Yeah.
And the person that owned the game system won because it was their game.
Mm-hmm. ZNBQ. The tragedy is that I have 1 thumbs down to give.
Yep.
You can
make another account.
I regret that I have but 1 down vote to give for my country.
You can always create a few more accounts.
Pokemon is classic childhood memories and sacred. I get that, but it looks boring.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if you didn't play it as a kid, it's not fun. I played it as a kid, so it's great.
There was a great moment in the Red Letter Media stream, because one of the people, Jack Packard, loved Pokemon more than anything, and Rich Evans thought it looked like dumb. And so one day they finally played it, and Rich Evans was like, I wonder if I just use the starter Pokemon and the basic attack, how far I'll get in the game. Mm-hmm. And he got he got all the way through like the first boss. Mm-hmm. Like they played for like 2 hours, and all he did was he used the starter Pokemon and the basic attack. He hit like 3 buttons all game.
Amazing.
John Johnson. Everyone always got all excited for Smash Bros. It was and is as Game Canary. The new one is boring, but B and W was great. John Johnson. I always liked Pokemon. Lots of strange sexual tension on the cartoon. Was always waiting for a tentacle Pokemon to make an appearance. Brett asks, Pokemon. My 10-year-old likes it, so it's probably not aimed at me.
Yes. It's aimed at kids and kids that played the game that are now adults. Mm-hmm. Is what I would say.
Is Pokemon not serious business? Like 40k and Star Wars?
Exactly. Well, actually, it's more serious than both of them combined.
Happy Heretic. I've got so many first printing Pokemon cards. Are those worth something? I know on an episode of Pawn Stars, someone brought in a bunch of Pokemon cards, and they were worth like $1 million. It might not have been $1 million, but it was thousands of dollars.
That's very different.
It is, but it still kind of seems like a lot. AR. I go to my local game store, and it is literally a line of people of all ages for the stupid for the stupid cards again.
I love it.
Like $1 per old card. That's a lot. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And the store where I was buying Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from, they charged, I think, 10 cents. And it seems like it was 10 cents just because they have to charge something for the cards.
Mm-hmm.
They were literally like, we can cut you a deal on the whole box. And I was like, I'm okay. I'll buy $3.50 of cards and make an entire deck.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic. No clue if the cards are worth anything or not, but I've got a lot of alpha cards and some foils from Japan. John Johnson. I remember Pokemon Go. Once I took my little nephew around looking for them. We ended up in a horrible area, but we risked our lives that day. Gotta catch them all by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
AR. They sold out of the Digimon starter box as well. Recently? Or like in the 90s? I liked Digimon. Digimon was cool. John Johnson. Any means necessary. Get the Glock, Ash. Who shared on Discord the Glock Ness monster? That got me good. Then the Glock is edited into the famous surgeon photo.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic. Digimon is discount Pokemon. Yes, it is, but I still kind of dig it.
Mm-hmm. Discount Pokemon.
Happy Heretic. Glock Ness monster was me.
Ah! AR last week sold out of the Digimon starter boxes.
John Johnson. You guys say you live in Illinois. Ever venture to the Battle Zone? Always a good time. I have never heard of the Battle Zone.
I've never heard of it either.
I remember in Chicago there was a Godzilla store. I think it might have been called G-Fan Store. I think they used. Yeah, I went there a couple of times for my birthday. They used to have a.
Was it like Build-A-Bear Workshop and?
No, it was just they had a lot of Japanese products and Godzilla products, and they had a pretty decent sized store, and then they relocated to a much smaller space, and I'm sure they're done now. That's where I got my plush toy Biolante.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Battle Zone what we're calling Chicago now?
No, that's a war zone.
Ah. Yeah, when it's over what 30,000 people, it's a war, not a battle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Facts of Life Gaming. I remember playing Pokemon back when I was a child, but I then evolved into Magic the Gathering and D&D. Now I find myself assembling a Tau Strike team and a Star Wars and a Space Wolves Reaver squad. Tau and Reavers, isn't that what comes in the Kill Team starter box?
What a lucky coinkydink.
Mm-hmm. John Johnson. More deaths and wounded than 20 years of Iraq and Afghanistan. Happy Heretic. A Godzilla store? I must investigate further. Please do, and let me know if they're still open. It would be a bit of a shock.
Yeah. They shouldn't be. If they are open, we should shut it down.
Happy Heretic. A plush Biolante. Yeah. It makes an appearance in a lot of the videos. It's in the background. What a weird monster to make into a plush toy. Like, Biollante is from one movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's some Godzilla characters that, like, completely reappear or are fan favorites. And then Biollante.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to be fair, Biollante is one of the better movies. Xenoq, I might thumbs up for plushy Biollante. It's okay, you can keep a thumbs down.
We only have 3 thumbs down, which I think is inappropriate.
Yeah.
I think we could use a few more.
Whatever else. Oh, and whatever else. I love that your picture didn't go through the circling of Google's icons very well.
Nope.
Why are they circles? I get it. Faces look good in circles, but not everyone uses a face.
Mm-hmm.
No one uses a face for these icons.
It's true.
Whatever else. Bought over an airbrush to my new place. Might actually get some painting done for once.
Yeah.
Joe Draco started with D&D, then evolved to the gateway game Magic the Gathering, and then finally got the first hit of Plastic Crack.
Yeah.
Gaming Canary. Everything must be plushies. Happy Heretic. Godzilla was my jam. Started watching the old movies when I was a little kid. Yeah, same with me. I think I've seen every Godzilla movie. There's like 30. Happy Heretic. I switched my thumbs up to thumbs down if that makes you guys feel better.
Yeah. Thank you.
Xenobiq. Biollante is the one that comes out of a black hole after mutating from Godzilla cells. No, that is Space Godzilla. And Space Godzilla came out of a black hole because Godzilla cells and Biollante cells hitched a ride into space. And Mothra was involved for some reason, I think, too.
Space is fake.
Yeah. Biollante was when they combined Godzilla cells with a rose. And it turned into a giant monster plant. And it had the soul of a Japanese woman in it. It's normal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Xenobiq. Or is that Space Godzilla? I always get them confused. They're in the same series of Godzilla films. I forget. There's the Showa, the Heisei, the Millennium, and there's another one, but I forget the name of it. But those are Biollante and Space Godzilla are from the same series of Godzilla films. Joe Draco's, why thumbs down? I'm confused. Thumbs up and thumbs down don't mean anything. I don't think they do anything different in terms of YouTube and the algorithm. It's just funnier if we get a lot of thumbs down.
It is a lot funnier.
It also means a lot more to get thumbs down than thumbs up, because every video gets thumbs up, and most videos get more thumbs up than thumbs down. But if a video gets substantially more thumbs down, I feel like it's a more attractive video to watch. Because you gotta know, like, okay, what am I missing here? Like, why was this video hated?
Right. I agree.
Happy Heretic. Brett has hot take Mothra is terrible. That is a hot take. Mothra is amazing. Perfect. And is in like 9 Godzilla movies. Happy Heretic. Fun fact, North Korea has its own Godzilla monster, Palgusari. The full movie's on YouTube. The movie sucks ass, but the story behind it is amazing. Huh, I will have to check that out. Xenobiq. Gigan was always my favorite. Trooper Gio. Am I the only one who thinks it's weird that Kato has a bunch of blood drop gems commonly associated with the Blood Angels on his shoulder pads chains when he's an Ultramarine? Yeah, it is a little weird. I couldn't find any lore reasons for it to be the case, but it could also just mean like the blood of the Emperor, or it could be like the blood of Sanguinius, or it could be the blood of What was most likely, I guess, is the blood drops represent the mortal wounds suffered by Gilliman, and the reason why he was in stasis for 10,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming Canary. I like Godzilla, and I wish they would stop trying to make us care about humans. Like, sorry, but I want to see big lizards smack Dino. Yeah, but the only problem is that stuff's really expensive. So we have to pad the movie with 90% people. And then 10% giant people in costumes fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic. And that's why Legendary is giving us a giant lizard fighting a giant monkey. I had very mixed feelings about, I guess, all of the Legendary Godzilla movies. The 2011 one with Bryan Cranston, and then the new one that just came out a year or two ago. I mean, they're fine. They're probably in the upper percentage of Godzilla movies, because a lot of Godzilla movies are terrible. But I feel like they lacked, and I don't know if the charm can be replicated ever again. The charm of a bad Godzilla movie. AR. Mothra is best. El Rondora. Did Arch get too many thumbs down? No, Arch got hacked. That's why his channel went down for a little while. Oh my gosh, you guys are chit-chatting too much. Happy Heretic. They kidnapped the director and his wife and tricked Toho's special effects guy into traveling to China to do the special effects.
Well, at least they took the wife too. That's very nice. That's insane.
That is pretty crazy. The Godzilla movies were all made for like no money. Even the last Godzilla movie, Shin Godzilla, which was amazing, and it won like every award for Japanese filmmaking. I think it was made for like $7 million.
Wow.
And then the Legendary movie, the Legendary Godzilla movie, was made for like $120 million. And you know what? The Japanese one is better.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic. Americans can't do a bad Godzilla movie. Then they gave us the 1995 Godzilla crap fest. Oh, I do kind of have a soft spot in my heart for the Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie. It's so bad, it's not a Godzilla movie. It's basically a Jurassic Park ripoff, if it's anything. But I kind of love it. I would much rather watch that than the Bryan Cranston Godzilla. Like, the Bryan Cranston Godzilla is like technically. Not even technically, it's a far superior film, but there's just something more charming and watchable about the Roland Emmerich Godzilla, and there's way more Godzilla in it. Brad S. If bad Godzilla movies are the best, isn't the Matthew Broderick one the best of all time? Oh, Nick Tatopoulos. And most of the cast of The Simpsons. Joy Flores. Hello, everyone. Did I miss the War on Dentists and the Star Wars discussion? You know us so well.
It's usually what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Trash boat Shin Godzilla train scene. Oh, like the ending? What's the Shin Godzilla train scene? I mean, I think one of the best scenes in the whole movie is the Shin Godzilla atomic breath scene. Holy cow. And the music. Shin Godzilla has some of the most amazing music ever. Sometimes I just listen to the whole soundtrack. Xenia Q. That Godzilla is Godzilla in name only, aka Zilla. Toho bought the rights, made it canon, and then actually had Godzilla kill it in one attack. Yes, that is true. Apparently, Dean Devlin, the guy who wrote that movie, his take on Godzilla was he didn't like it, and so he wanted to do something completely different. And Toho was like, alright, you can have Godzilla, but you have to follow all the rules. it has to have, 3 toes, or it has to have like 4 toes, it has to have this many spines, it has to be this, it has to be that. And so they just ignored all of it, made their Godzilla, took it to Toho, and then the Toho execs saw it and they're like, can we have a recess? And then apparently like a day went by and they're like, oh no, are we not gonna get to make a movie? And then finally Toho was like, there's nothing we could change to make this Godzilla, so I guess go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
True Brigio, how goes the Lego collection? I don't really have a big Lego collection. I mean, I have all the Legos from when I was like a kid, but they're just in a bin.
You have Lego BB-9E that you
I do have Lego BB-9E.
invented.
Mm-hmm. I think it's still in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where my instructions for that are, so I better not. Maybe it is still all together.
Do you think let's say it was all in pieces, do you think that from my instructions from the BB-8, you could put it together?
That's true. Yeah, I could totally do that, and then I would just have to reverse engineer my head.
Mm-hmm.
Out of whatever pieces are left over.
Yep.
John.
I remember putting my BB-8 together.
I remember you were
sick.
very sick, yeah. But you muscled through for Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Lego is magic.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually cured you of your illness.
It did.
Mm-hmm. You actually have the Lego Ideas Big Bang Theory set coming in the mail.
You better believe it. Paid $300 for it.
Happy Heretic. They invited a lot of Toho actors to the 98 Godzilla premiere. One of the actors who played an original Godzilla got up and walked out mid-movie. Yeah. I mean, it's not a Godzilla movie. They really should have just called it like American Monster Movie Manhattan instead of trying to make a Godzilla. Like Godzilla climbs up the Empire State Building like King Kong. Mm-hmm. I mean, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
Animated Raptor 5, how much money have you spent on Warhammer over the years? I don't let that thought enter my brain. I think it would be too damaging.
Mm-hmm. Thousands. That's what I bet.
No, I don't entertain that thought. Trash boat. I watched a video about the Toho meeting. Apparently, the Japanese executives sat in complete silence for about 5 minutes before they called for the recess. Happy Heretic. That movie is the reason it took over 20 years to get another American Godzilla. The Legendary had to fight like hell to get Toho to do it.
Mm.
Serpent Slayer, first time watching the stream, and say hello. Thanks for making such fun content. I also love that your videos are compact and get straight to the point instead of messing around. Yeah!
Yeah.
John Johnson, my buddy was complaining about how expensive sets were when he was going to buy me one for Christmas, but then he pays $500 a month for a Harley. I mean, it depends. Harley sounds like a lot of fun.
That's true. I think I could have fun on a Harley.
Mm-hmm. I think I'd probably have more fun with $500 of minis a month, but...
Mm-hmm. But think about it. You can get a leather jacket. You could go, drive it somewhere.
Yeah. On the 3 lovely days a year we get.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Not too cold, not too hot, not rainy, not overcast, not anything. Joe Dracos, I have 11,000 points of Nids, 12,000 points of Disciples of Caliban, 3,000 points of Emperor's Children, 1,000 points of Demons. My wife has suggested too much But plastic crack. I think I have 5,000 points of Necrons, like 7,000 or 8,000 points of Space Marines, 1,000 points of Orcs, 2,000 points of Tyranid, and 1,000 points of Death Watch.
So figure out how much money that is, guys.
Happy Dick. My kid just woke up and informed me that it is past my bedtime. Good night, y'all. The train wrecker TV. I'd rather buy 6 Land Raiders. Yeah, you could have every variant. rather have 6 Land Raiders and stay inside.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe you could just get 5 Land Raiders and a leather jacket.
That's true.
And then just wear the leather jacket every time you're putting together models.
Exactly. Perfect. Yeah, but how are the ladies supposed to see how badass I am?
You take your minis to the park.
Oh my god. That's how you know you're a real creep.
Yeah.
You put minis together in the park.
Mm-hmm. John Jackson. About 2 years ago, I went on an uncontrolled eBay binge on used models. I have boxes from 2019 I haven't opened.
Just full of rocks.
Joe Dracos. I once estimated the resale value of my Tyranids. It was in the range of $4,500. That was a year ago, though, and the plastic crack.
And that's resale. No, that's like a resale value.
So is that 50%? You know, eBay, throw it up, eBay Pro Painted.
eBay Pro Painted.
John Johnson,
anything's Pro Painted if you say it is.
Mm-hmm. My wife wants me to buy models instead of guns and cars. But how are you going to keep your models safe if you don't have guns?
That's true. People are going to steal your models.
Yeah. Gaming Canary. eBay is a drug.
Especially bidding.
Mm-hmm.
Bidding's so fun. I'll bid on things I don't even want.
I bid a lot, but I lose like 99% of the time because I'll bid like low and early.
Yep.
And then just forget.
Mm-hmm.
And be like 5 days later, it's like, oh, it went for like 9 times more than I offered.
Mm-hmm.
It went for a very reasonable price instead of the crazy low ball I put up.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Joe Dracos. I've seen some of that Pro Painted garbage. Bad. Yeah, I think Pro Painted really is just a search engine term.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Pro Painted models just mean painted model.
Yeah. Has paint.
Fred has bury your models in the backyard next to your guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden's coming for your guns and your models.
Good old orcs. Guns, cars, and a ton of minis sounds like orcs.
Yeah. Serpent Slayer. Gold on the gold on the model is awesome. What year edition is he from? I think he is from 4th edition. I have no idea. It was probably printed on the little tab, but I cut that off. I ground it off, so it's powder now. Should have taken a picture. Is CATO done now? No, I still need to do his claws. But he's getting real close.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of real close.
Ooh, yeah.
About that time. So we have a new video out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So check that out.
Guys, you're going to love it.
Mm-hmm. And then we will be streaming tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Yeah, getting a little closer even still on CATO.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
End.